Hello, welcome to the Enterprise AI Minute, your journey into the real world AI future. This episode is brought to you by CloudWars Expo, running June 28th through 30th at Moscone Center in San Francisco, California. And I'll be there leading tracks and sessions alongside Bob Evans, founder of CloudWars, and the rest of my acceleration economy analyst colleagues. Need more details? Well, go to cloudwarsexpo.com to learn more and join me there.
Join thousands of CXOs June 28th to 30th in San Francisco, California at Cloud Wars Expo as we explore a new metric called the time to dazzle, exclusively focused on how long it takes to dazzle customers with new business models that are enabled by the cloud, empowered by AI, and optimized with human ingenuity. Register today at cloudwarsexpo.com and join a movement to make dazzling customers the metric that matters.
Have you heard of synthetic data? Well, yes, you may have heard the word synthetic used in other ways, but maybe not for data. This is kind of a more recent turn of events here in technology. So it's quite interesting when I came across this. So what is synthetic data? Well, synthetic data is annotated information that computer simulations or algorithms generate as an alternative to real-world data. Okay, that seems like a lot of technobabble. In other words, really, synthetic data is created in digital worlds rather than collected from or measured in the real world. But what does this have to do with practical use cases? Are there really any out there? Well, quite frankly, yes, there are. Over in Nigeria, data scientists there noticed that much of the data used to train computer vision AI models were based on Western clothing styles, and there were none for African clothing styles. So to address this issue, they used AI to generate a brand new data set from artificial images of African fashion. Now, synthetic data is also used and generated from for example, driverless cars driving on virtual streets. So this allows for AI training across multiple different scenarios without, if you think about it, without this physical cost and risk of real streets and cars and obviously people, pedestrians out there. And to speed up this adoption of synthetic data, MIT's Data to AI Lab provides open source tools for creating all kinds of data types to help people get started with this whole synthetic data aspect. Now, the real purpose behind this synthetic data is to fill the gaps of real world data, biased data, or data that may be sensitive in nature, such as medical or financial data. And then there's these digital scenarios based on the real world that can create better data sets, like I mentioned, for example, in the medical field. And instead of waiting for events to happen in the real world, you can use these simulations or digital scenarios to create this synthetic data. Now, the reason for this is that, yes, gaps exist in data and AI models. And typically, it requires people to spot and address these issues to create a foundation of AI for everyone. So this is where synthetic data comes in, but again, requires people to identify these gaps in the needs. Because I've said this before, the future of AI is people plus AI. And remember, the future of AI depends on what we do now. So stay real, stay you.